Hello and welcome. This is Streamathon weekend for us here at Rem Alternus, and we are closing the stream as the Streamathon as we do with yet another session of Like Clockwork. And I'm excited. We're gonna have a giveaway, and that giveaway is going to be of these beautiful dice that are handcrafted by none other than our own Sin. They have made these dice specifically for this streamathon and for this stream, and that's pretty exciting. Normally, I would call that angry typing, but I think that's more excited typing. Shortly, the dice will be seen, and also Discord. Yes. What is this technology? I don't know. It can sometimes be a struggle. Welcome home, by the way. Yeah. I don't know, you always kind of forget something when you're traveling, right? Toothbrush, underwear, your brain, But
Hey, Danny, I have a question.
I have answers, maybe answers to your question.
If somebody wanted to win the dice, how would they go about procuring said dice in a win?
Well, you would do it by entering into a match, fight to the death in our pit. Wait, no, that's a different thing. You would do that by typing RemPC, hashtag RemPC in the chat for one entry. You are limited to one entry in that way. Or you can give 100 bits for an entry, and there's no limit to that, I don't think. Or you can subscribe for 7 entries. You can purchase a subscription for someone else to give both of you 7 entries. You can follow if you haven't already followed for an entry or just one. Yes. But look at those things. Ow!
They're so nice.
They have first of all, that's my favorite color. And also, there's like little goldy flakes in there. And
it was supposed to look like marble. I did my best.
It does look marbled. Looks marbled with gold. Marbled and with gold, I mean. Not marbled like with gold, like marbled gold. Yeah. Fuchsia is indeed my favorite color. There is no color that is more my favorite. Yeah, it is. It is a bright and happy color, and I love it. So, but with that, I think it's been a couple of weeks since we've been around, and also some folks have been gallivanting around the country since like the last time we saw them. So let's go around real quick and say hello and see what's kind of been going on, and we'll start with Sin.
Hello, howdy, salutations. I'm me. Hello, and I have not been traversing the country. I've just been home vibing. I've actually been making dice nonstop for a bunch of different Pride giveaways. I think I'm now at 43 sets. I got 5 more to make.
That's very busy.
Yeah. My room smells like resin because I stream in the same room that I make dice.
Oh, well, make sure you are using all the safety tools.
And ventilate that room very well.
Listen, happens, guys. What happens.
No, just open the window.
That's not always the case, though. Like sometimes what happens, and sometimes what happens can be avoided by, using safety tools.
Okay, listen. We can go far back, guys, okay? Like, if I really wanted to negate all dangerous things, I could have just not been born, right?
No. We're not trying to negate all the dangerous things. We're just trying to negate some of the dangerous things that are not too difficult to, to mitigate. That's all.
Yeah, and I feel like this was not a danger. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm surrounded by bright, happy colors, Danny.
No, wait. There are no actual bright, happy colors. Wait a second. You're just seeing things. You're hallucinating now. Vent the room. Okay. With that, everybody keep an eye on Sin. Make sure they don't just fall over on the screen. Yeah, will warn us if that happens. But Joey, hey, hi, what's up? How are
Hey,
you?
hi. I'm doing pretty good. I'm also in that group that didn't travel the country in the past week. So yeah, I suck. But I haven't been doing much. Today I went out for all you could eat sushi, and that was the farthest I've traveled from my home in about a week. But I'm super excited because I haven't played Rogelio in like 2 weeks now, and this is the first time Rogelio has ever been tasked to do something that he can actually do without failing. So this is a big moment. I got everything I need. I got my water, and I guess that's really all I
Did
need.
they-
I got this little bag of plastic babies. That's pretty cool.
Wait,
But
what?
I got them in a little baggie. Look at them all.
I have a follow-up question.
What's
I have
up?
a follow-up question for you.
Hmm.
Did you actually eat as much sushi as you could eat, or did they have to kick you out before you ate as much sushi as you can eat?
I
'Cause that
could've-
could potentially be a lot of sushi. Did you bankrupt a business today? Is that what you're telling us?
I definitely ordered like 20 pieces of salmon sashimi, and my friends were full, so I had to stop eating, and we left. But
Oh.
So you didn't eat all
Yeah.
you could eat. That was
I ate my fill, not like the max though, you know.
Hmm.
And then you got a bag of babies.
No, they
and
were there before that. I leave
Oh,
them for tips.
you are.
Are they the Mardi Gras babies you get off Amazon?
Yeah, you put them in the 1 year cakes.
Oh, I usually put
They're,
them
like,
in
this
like
big.
people's
Look at 'em.
closets for them to find when it's
Yeah,
like,
you
my
can put
first
'em
time at their
anywhere.
house.
I don't want to find a little baby.
And that's why you take them and put them everywhere. There's currently 3 in my roommate's room. And I slipped one in my friend's pocket while they left my house the other night. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. Not traveling the country.
Not traveling the country, but leaving babies everywhere.
Well, what do you say like that, Daddy? It's the best thing to do with it. Like you put it somewhere and then they take it and like put it somewhere else and you just put one in the same place. And they're like, oh, did they take it back? Like, no, there's 2 now. And you just keep stacking them.
Just baby stacking.
Baby
Just
stacking.
Stacking babies. All right, moving on. Elizabeth, how have you been doing? How has the weekend treated you? And have you been stacking any babies?
No, I have not. And I'm also making mental notes to not invite Sin or Joey over because I don't want to find creepy babies around my house. No, I have not been traveling either. I've just been here, chained to my computer, doing streamathon stuff all weekend. So that's about it for me. Just streamathon stuff, all streamathon all the time.
Yep.
Yep.
And tomorrow you'll get a break, and then Tuesday you start planning for the next one. See, that's how it goes.
We did ask for a week, so we have a week, and then we'll start planning.
A week, so generous, so
It is
generous.
generous.
Unless you're volunteering to be head of the planning committee, Danny.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did that. Those words did not come out of my mouth in any way.
That's what it
whatsoever.
sounded like. You're real gung ho about year 4, so like, hey,
Yeah.
welcome to the committee, buddy.
You know, if everyone's okay with learning about how everything's going to happen in the last week, then I could do it.
Absolutely.
I'm too tired for spiked anxiety. It's fine.
I need a deadline and the understanding that everything will get done within a week of that deadline. All right.
That's what deadlines are for.
Alex, hello.
Hello, everyone. I got to play in 2 other games this streamathon, which was fun and a normal amount, which I suggest everyone do a normal amount of games next year. Because this is my 3rd, and I feel good. Because you see, you could do that. Like, I'm just saying, I had a great time, and I'm on my 3rd, and I'm having fun and not hurting myself.
You mean like pacing is important?
Yes, thank you, Danny.
Oh, yeah. Imagine that. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. What
I
games?
did.
What games did you play?
I got to play with John and Isabeth. We did one with the Destination Investigations. And then we played the Tales of Zadia with Jen and the crew. Yeah, seriously, great games.
Nice.
Funny story. I asked Jen while she was planning that if she could do a Letterkenny version from the Dragon Prince RPGs. So that's going to be amazing.
I'd play
Jen's
that.
game was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Also, speaking of John, hello, John. You're next.
Hi. I'm next. Woohoo. We had a really fun weekend. We're still having a fun weekend. Many thanks to everyone who came out for the Power Rangers one shot. That was a fun surprise break-in. Destination Investigations was a lot of fun. That was a pilot for an ongoing anthology horror TTRPG that I've modded from the Essence 20 system. So I took my beloved Power Rangers and I made them spooky, and everyone had a great time, including all the people that got eaten by gummy bears. But if you want to see what happens, you'll want to keep an eye on the Rem Alternus YouTube. Because all of the shows will go up. So if you missed anything in the overnight hours, like I had to because I had to get sleep after Blades in the Dark, then I can go back and watch how Ava's Cyber Plus Punk show went. This upcoming week is really cool because this is Power Rangers Centurion and Mo of the Worlds week, which Isabeth is in both those shows as well. So it'll be really cool to get to hang out with Isabeth again on Wednesday as GM for Power Rangers Centurion. And also, though I have not been traveling across the country, I am going to travel across the country in August to head to Chicago for my MFA program. So I was having a giveaway in all of April for a baked good that I was raffling off, and the winner of that baked good is actually in this call chat Discord. I don't actually know what to call them. We're all gathered here together. Isabeth, you actually did win the raffle. Actually, it was your. So you did 12 entries, and it was your 11th entry that won you. So if you had entered 10 times, you would not have won. You won on the 11th entry that you did. So congratulations.
Thank
Talk
you.
about that. If you want to know what I'm doing for May, because moving is expensive, there is going to be a different thing happening in May, and I'm going to premiere that during Power Rangers Centurion. So if you want to know more, watch on Wednesday night. You should watch anyways, but come watch on Wednesday. So yeah.
All right.
This is Rem Alternus. Streamathon! Woohoo! Year 3!
This is Rem Alternus. Thomas, hello.
Hello, Montreal. No, yeah, I've been here holding down the fort while someone is, as you said, gallivanting around the U.S. And yeah, I've been in 1, 2, 3. Then that would be my 4th game, 3.5, let's say. But it's the first time I'm on screen this weekend. I was doing tech for a few things last night for Blades in the Dark, and today for parts of the Raccoon pirate ship thing, which was amazing. I don't remember the name of the RPG, but it was great. The Raccoon one was super cool. And then the game that was just played before, and now I'm here, ready to do some boxing.
Yeah, we'll see if you can win Sarah, in 3 minutes or less, tell us about in everything. 3 minutes or less. Tell us about in everything. 3 minutes or less. Tell us about.
They're saying they lost sound, Sarah.
We can hear me though. You heard me coughing.
Oh, yep. My output was off, or input was off. So cool. That's my story.
All right, yeah. So I'm glad everybody. I'm glad everybody got that.
So what I just said was okay. Gosh, take two. Action. So I went to Toronto for the end of the streamathon. Or the end of the God, I'm so tired. The end of the BattleTech Mercenaries Kickstarter. We did a 24-hour live stream. That was a lot, but really great. And we rang in the end of the Kickstarter at $7.5 million, which is incredible. And then from there, I went to Reno for the Gamma Trade Expo. Met with a ton of publishers, retailers, distributors. A lot of cool business opportunities coming for REM, which will be great. So you should see a lot of growth for REM in the next 6 months or so. Thank you all for the subs, by the way. And then the brief story I told was, it was really cool. Probably the coolest moment for me was I was having breakfast with the CEO of Monster Fight Club, who used to be the CEO of Gale Force 9, which made, I think, the Firefly board game, which is super cool, and a lot of other stuff. And then he's like, yeah, my friend's gonna come over, and his friend was the CEO of Modifius, Chris. And so I'm like just sitting between two legends, like, yeah, no big deal, these are some eggs I'm having. So it was really, really cool. Really excited for what that show is going to mean for the future of REM. So, and then I just got home late last night for back to Montreal, and now I've forgotten how to run tech in those 2 weeks. So, that's
it's it's a perishable skill. Use it or lose it.
Like riding a bike.
Yeah. No, not like it's the opposite of riding a bike. Riding a bike, once you look. Okay, so Modifius, they made that game, Mutant Year One. That was a really fun, like,
I haven't played that
side project, and I think they do for the Fallout.
Oh, yep, Fallout
RPG, right?
Yep.
And for those who like are into some of the more like kind of unknown, they also are the publishers of Morkborg, I think.
Are they the original publishers?
I don't know if they're the original publishers. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
But I think that's a thing. But with that said, hello everybody. It is we're here. We're ready to go. We're ready to do the thing. And oh my goodness, Operator just gifted five subs.
Thank you so much.
Operator wants those dice.
Yeah, it's like 35 entries for him and 7 for a bunch of other people. It's great.
Yeah. All right. All
But I
right.
can't enter, Sarah. But I can't enter.
I put you on my list. Like, I
Yeah,
just don't
you're
know
on
what's
the
gonna happen
list.
if you're
I
on the
just
list.
laughed for it. I didn't say you couldn't.
There you go.
I just
All
laughed
right.
at your side eye. Like I keep my dice.
So with that, let's get into our session because it's about that time. Welcome back. So a couple weeks ago, the last time we played, we had a little bit of traveling around the city with Patabon and Drew, eventually ending in a map shop where they met a couple of gentlemen who sold them a map.
Isn't that right, Pookie Bear? We're gonna have such a good romantic honeymoon, just you and me.
I can't
Yes.
wait. It's gonna be so nice.
Yes. For reasons, they did set up a little grift that they did not use to actually do any grifting, but and we had Perunyia and Lex had a dream. Did you ever have a dream? And we will actually just kind of roll on into the following morning as folks start waking up and Perunyia and Lex, you awaken in the earliest part of the dawn when it's still dark, but the slight blue, ambient blue of light is starting to kind of permeate through the world.
I'm glad we didn't have a dream again, or at least I didn't. Did you have another dream?
Oh, this is the following morning.
Yes, but if
Yeah,
you
but we
recall,
went to
Danny,
bed.
we had left when we woke up from our dream.
Oh,
we went for a jog and came back.
I didn't recall. You did go for a jog.
did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you even GM?
I don't.
It was
I don't
deeply
know what this is.
unsettling, and we couldn't just go right back to sleep.
Yeah. So it is the following morning. And you do wake up. No, you did not have another dream. Or at least one that you remember.
I actually didn't go back to bed.
That's not good. Well,
What-
I guess you're not fighting today, so I guess.
What did you do instead?
I sat staring into the void, thinking about my life choices that got me here.
Well, that's positive. I'm very happy about that for you.
I see. Well,
Is Danny gone?
I did. I went away for just a second.
To the void.
To the
Abandoned
void.
us.
Yep. I went into the void. Well, with that then, the birds are starting to sing outside. So that's kind of nice.
Okay, so it's daylight. That means we could go wake up everybody else and tell them about our creepy dream. Right?
Yeah.
Lex? Yeah.
Yeah? Do we tell people?
Okay, but
Or are we
like,
just gonna look crazy?
well, I mean, when have we not looked crazy? But there was two of us that had the shared dream. So if it was just one of us, we'd look crazier. But there's two of us. That helps. Um, those things were in real life matched the descriptions that we saw in the history of the sword, and Shaelune saw that history play out in front of me. So she'll recognize that like the places were the same. So I think if anyone will believe us, it'll be Shaelune. I don't know, everybody else might still think we're crazy, but Shaelune saw the sword history with me. Besides, who cares if we look crazy? Whatever, you know, what are they gonna think? Well, we're nuts, so what?
I mean, okay, yeah. I just don't know what it means. I don't want to make things worse either.
Oh, I won't say anything about the conversation we had about your friend deciding to maybe leave their group. So we won't I won't mention any of what your friend confided in you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay. So dream only. Got it.
Dream only.
Okay, with that, we're gonna rise for the day. Perunyia wears what she's gonna wear to the fight later. Which for her is she wears more like loose Harlem style pants and her leather vest.
Lex is just gonna wear the same outfit he's been wearing every day since they first met.
You know, he really should wash that thing.
You know, money is a privilege that some people have, but
No,
not
I'm
all
pretty
people.
sure they have an actual like thing in the hotel that will like do it just like for you.
But then I'm naked. Then I have nothing.
Oh, you don't. You have a second outfit. Okay. Well, you could borrow one of mine. I mean, like,
All this time.
I'm sorry.
No
we
one's-
have to
no one's-
buy other clothes.
No one's questioned this.
I thought she had two. He had two of the same. He did not have two of the same, apparently. I thought it was an aesthetic choice,
aware.
Lex.
No one said anything.
Oh,
No
you
one's
know.
ever said anything, so it hasn't been an issue until now.
You know what? It's not an issue. But we could probably pull enough funds to get you a second outfit.
It hasn't been an issue until now.
No one has said anything to me.
Yeah, you know, people are real polite, or they just think Dragonborn smell. That could be. It could be a racial thing. They, you know, sometimes people treat Dragonborn weird.
Okay, Rogelio hasn't been changing.
Okay,
No one said
Steve,
he's not a Dragonborn.
I don't think he sweats.
You don't know that.
I don't. We could ask Rogelio that. He might sweat coolant or oil. I don't know.
Okay, you know we can talk to Shaelune about the dream and this
Sure.
whole changing clothes thing.
Yeah, just baby.
Shaelune will know what to do.
All right, so we go to Shaylune's room.
All right. Shaelune, you're probably getting up at about this time too, even though the sun has not quite risen high enough to be visible over the horizon. But there's that the light of it is kind of permeating. The birds are out there doing their thing, and there is a knock at your door.
Who is it?
Perunyia and Lex. Zane the Rock Johnson.
So
Bread.
as she said the first thing, I was stepping toward the door to open it already, and as soon as she said the second thing, I kind of stop and then go finish opening the door. And then as soon as I open it, I wave him in and go back to prepping my bag to go back to the library.
So kind of important. I don't know if news is the right word. News might not be the right
Update?
Yeah, update. So remember that room that we saw when we looked at the history of my sword?
Yeah.
And it was like in this like place with lots of other magical items and things. Uh and okay, so weird thing happened. Somehow Lex and I both dreamed about that place last night, except it didn't feel like a dream. It felt like it was happening like now in Flinopafel. Um basically, okay, so like basically all of the magic items had been removed from the place. Um and they were on the move to somewhere else that we not exactly sure where. Um, and it seemed like they maybe are going to be used for something bad, like what Miscro and those people were trying to do with the magic items and those dead bodies and like the ritual. I think that maybe Flamgesu's going to do the same thing with all those magic items he had, and there
Also, the
was
egg.
a dragon egg, and I don't know what he's intending to use it for, but like it didn't seem good. Um
Lex, you had the same dream.
I mean, we started off in different places, but it was like essentially the same dream.
Was the egg the same one you saw in your last dream?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah.
so I mean, like, I know that we have a lot to do, and we have our next destination where hopefully we'll be able to get some more assets and such, so we can take on Flamgesu a little bit more directly. I just think that we don't have a lot of time. So I think right after the fight today, we should think about finishing getting packed up and leaving. I know that we were going to spend a little bit more time to study at the university, but I feel like things are moving quickly.
I agree. So the question becomes, do we head straight to Flinopafel? Do we skip to Saren? Do we skip Arturis's place that Lady Uskun is apparently waiting for us at?
So I was thinking about it last night because, like, immediately, like, I was like, oh, we should go to Flinopafel. Don't even stay for the fight. Let's just go. But the more I thought about it, going to Lady Uskin's place and invading Arturus, we're going to learn valuable information and perhaps gain better resources in order to fight them. So I think that we should go. I think that we'll have to be careful not to spend too much time there. But I don't know that we have time for Tessarin.
Is it on the way, Danny?
Is what on the way?
Lady Uskun's on the way to Flinopafel?
No.
All right. So do we have... I think we need to ask Rogelio. He got to know the new ground ship, so I wonder if he knows if we have enough steam fuel power to get everywhere we want to go. I think we need to ask him. And then, do you think maybe it would be worth it? And I look between both of you, to perhaps try to contact your brother via telegraph? We need to make sure it was him, but at least someone could keep an eye on where this shipment is going, maybe knows a little more information, but someone that's closer than we are to keep an eye on things and gather intel.
Lax, did you and my brother have like any kind of like code that you wrote it? Because like it would be great if we could send him a telegraph and not worry about it falling into the wrong hands.
Did we have a code?
I mean,
Julie?
you have a
assumed it
way.
was just-
You have a way to contact him.
I'm gonna be real honest. I'm probably not smart enough to remember a code, but I do know how to get in touch.
I could also, if need be, send word to my parents, but I worry about that because I don't really want to put my parents in danger. They're
I understand
Yeah.
that completely. I'd keep them out. Your brother sounds like he's already in, though.
yeah, it doesn't surprise me about my brother.
All right. When is the next fight?
Today, couple hours.
I think we need to prepare for the journey. So let's do the last fight before we cash out. How
Well,
many more
hopefully
fights were there
cash out.
supposed to be?
Well, potentially I think 2 because it's double elimination. So if I lose one, I still do one more. I think. Yeah, for like the rankings and things. But if I win, I'm done. Technically, it's better if I win. Well, I mean,
Oh,
in many ways,
this
it's
is the
better
last
if I
fight
win.
if you win.
I think so.
Oh. All right. Well,
Yeah, I just gotta, defeat the very scary head of the entire Castanede army. Like, no big deal.
you're gonna do phenomenally.
You
I'm
could
not
do
even
that.
worried about it. Good, because money is resources that we need. Anything else? Do you guys tell you what, the others are probably asleep or just getting up. Can we gather everyone and make our plans for our last day here? Can you get the others?
Okay.
No.
Are we short on money?
Recently, yes.
Did we spend the money?
Recently, yes.
Okay.
That's why I really wanted Perunyia to win and make back more than what we had, and because now I can do a lot more things that will help us hopefully survive in terms of magics.
I have some if you want.
Well,
Okay, no, you don't though, because we just talked about you not having enough to buy another outfit or to do laundry. So.
Oh, Perunyia says I'm supposed to have more than one outfit.
And maybe wash the one that you have.
I can't just walk around naked.
Exactly why you have the second.
that can be one
no
of the
one
things.
has said anything.
That can be one of the things we get today, perhaps. But in the meantime, yeah, let's get the others, because I think we can collect more money because of Panabon's unique skill set, and maybe even Drew, because she was hustling when we met her. So yeah, let's get everyone. So we'll go knock on doors, I guess.
Before you go to knock on doors, when you open your door, Panabon is standing there, raising their fist as though they were going to knock on your door and going, "Oh, good morning. Hello."
Oh, good, you're up. Were you listening?
I was not listening. I actually, and Panabon holds up the rolled up maps that they purchased yesterday and go, I bought maps. And then Panabon slides in the room and goes, Panabon closes the door with her foot and goes, "Okay, so here's a thought. I don't know if you have this ability to do this, but I thought it would be good if you had these physical maps, which are both of where we're going on the way there. If there was some sort of thing that you could do to figure out if evil things are going to happen at like the road stops, like I don't know, judging someone's intentions or something. I don't know. But if you have something like that, then maybe that could be something that we do without giving away all the information about what you can do to all the people in the crew.
It's I like that idea. And I have a job for you today as well. It's going to involve shopping and merchanting.
Sure. Okay. That. I mean, I was just gonna steal stuff, but yeah, sure. I can merchant. That's a new skill set. Sure, why not?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do that. So all right. So let's get the others. So Panabon, can you grab Drew? Lex, can you grab Rogelio? And Perunyia, can you grab Flint?
Oh, he's coming? I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yes.
I'll see you back here in just a moment. Panabon, oh wait, yeah, I sent all of you. So while they step out, I'm gonna take the tiara, and instead of wearing it around my head like the dangly thing you said, I'm gonna do it around my neck. Because you said it like fastens around the head, right? Like it dangles.
Normally, you can wear it however you want to wear it. The key thing is that if you want to use it, you are attuned.
Okay. Well, I can do that later today. I'm not planning on using it right this minute, so. All right. And then I'll wait for everyone to come back.
I guess I go get Flint.
Before Lex goes, he's gonna slide you 3 copper out of his pocket.
And a used Band-Aid?
No, that's mine.
Lex might need that.
I hope this helps. And then I'm gonna go get Rogelio.
I nod
man.
very gratefully and a little bit sadly.
So, Drew, you're going to get a knock on your door, and Panabon is going to be standing outside of it with a roll cart that has a breakfast on it. That definitely didn't come from the floor above. That just got taken from someone's door after it was delivered. So, good morning. Happy breakfast service.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Looking at it, does it look nibbled on, or was it? You said it was just delivered, right? When you took it, it wasn't like
It
left
was,
out there and
I
has
like
bites.
waited until the Persian was like around the corner that delivered it, and then I'm like, oh look, free breakfast.
Okay, just making sure. Well, thank you. Come on in, and you're here early. I didn't expect to see anybody for a while.
Yes, Lampira is. We've got a meeting to attend, so this will have to be a breakfast on the go. Lampira, whatever name we're using now, the whole group is just bad with aliases. I don't even know what the point of it is, honestly. That's why I stopped doing mask work. It's all pointless at this point.
When Panabon knocked, Drew had just woken up. And when she opens the door, she doesn't have her normal like jacket on, her normal cloak on. And she very quickly turns and puts that on as she waves you in the room.
Do you have any tattoos on your bare skin?
Not that you could see.
Seen?
Not that you could see. I'm not saying she did or not. I'm just saying you couldn't see any. But yeah, she quickly puts her jacket on and motions for you to follow her in the room. And she kind of is nibbling at the breakfast that you bought. Is everybody else awake?
They will be shortly. It's always wise to be awake when Shaelune wants you to be awake and ready to get about the... Apparently I'm merchanting today, which is going to be a new experience. I was just going to steal whatever we needed, but like, I guess I could do it the old school way.
I mean, either way could be fun. Are we supposed to meet everybody, or what are we doing today? Are we going to the
yeah.
car?
Something about merchanting. I assume Perunyia's fight is today. Zane's fight is today, which I assume they'll win. Or if they don't, they'll win. I'm assuming they're going to win. I don't think we have any more enemies that are going to try to derail a fight and try to murder us. But who knows with our track record. But yeah, so apparently I'm merchanting today. I do not know if you're merchanting with me, but we'll find out.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go whenever you are. Thank you for bringing me the breakfast. That was
You're
kind.
welcome. I don't know what this green fruit is on here, but it's very soft and mushy.
It's very delicious. Do you want to try it? It's very good.
I mean, it makes me kind of want a plum. Next time I'm going to steal from a room that has like a plum.
All right. Wait, did you steal this?
Relocated it. I mean, it's fine. Like, the people in this hotel are rich. They'll be fine. They're not going to miss it.
Okay. Well, thank you for acquiring this for me. However you want to put it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And as we leave the room, I wheel the cart to like a different door completely and just leave it there.
Yeah.
There was also gnome bread on there, which I absolutely love. So, yeah.
And with that, we move to Lex. You're going to get Rogelio?
Correct.
Rogelio is actually, I think, in the same room that Panabon was in. Yeah,
I couldn't tell you, honestly.
I think so.
I don't know if I've ever had any interaction with rooming with anybody.
You really haven't, but
it was like a yes, but also I'm just barely ever in the room.
Right.
So it's hard to say.
I thought you had a room with Drew, honestly. I couldn't tell you. At this point, I just have my own room, yes.
I mean, you don't really sleep. You just kind of stand and then close your eyes, right?
I like to think I sit.
Lay down.
Yeah.
You sit. Yeah.
I can make it more comfortable for other people in the room. I'm not just gonna stand there and be like, "Good night."
Just like over, lowers his head down, so he's like looking right at you.
Listen, he's just protecting you in your sleep. Let's just gonna knock then.
That's how I feel when I wake up in some.
No, if you fall asleep to it, you know it's there.
So the door. There's a knock at your door, Rogelio.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish putting on my one set of clothes that I have, and go answer it.
See, I'm not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but Rogelio is made out of metal, so but it's never updated.
Better question is, why were the clothes off in the first place? But anyway, I answer the door.
So Shaelune needs us all together back in the room.
Oh, that's actually perfect. I was actually gonna get you guys all together, and report back about the car. That was yesterday's objective, but specifically
Also,
you, actually.
Oh, before that, do you have your own room?
Panabon slept here once.
Oh, okay.
But not since.
That makes more sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I do have my own room.
Wait, sorry. So what about me and cars?
Well, no, the car thing is separate. I just wanted to show you something that I thought you would find very interesting. But it'll tie into the car thing. We can get everyone together, and I can show you during the car thing.
Okay. So it doesn't have to do with cars.
It can, if you want it to. It'll make more sense later when I actually show you. Let's go to the ground. Let's go to the ground floor and find a private place, and I will show you.
Okay.
But first, the group, and we'll walk out to where are we meeting them? in a room downstairs on the ground floor?
I think back at Shaylune's room.
Okay. Shaelune doesn't have a ground floor room, right?
No.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Well, we can relocate later.
What's
And off
happening?
we go.
And off you go. It occurs to you, Perunyia, as you move out, that Flint is not actually staying at this hotel, and you're not sure where Flint would be found.
So we had talked about it. We had asked him where he was staying, so I think I would know which hotel he was at.
Yeah, I think there was some discussion about that.
Because I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to have to go get him at some point.
So, do you want to go get him?
I mean,
There's
like, describe want, because, like, I'm gonna, but...
well, because it's not close, right? Like this is one of the very few hotels that are in this district of the city, even.
What time is it, Danny? And what time is Penny gonna be there, or Phoebe gonna be there?
I would say it's about 6:30. It's just a question of how long everyone's going to be waiting in Shay's room, I guess. But Phoebe was going to be there around 9 at 9.
Okay, so I've got about 2.5 hours. Will I be able to make that round trip?
Just.
Okay. Because like Flint was planning to go to the fight, so I could just wait and be like, we can meet him at the fight. But I didn't ask Shaylune's intentions when I like was like, "Ah, fine, I'll go get him. So at this point, Pruney's like, damn, I really should have thought about this more than just storming off. But Shaelune will be frustrated if like I don't go get him. So I feel like I probably still need to go get him. So I'm gonna go get him.
Okay, you head out to go get Flint.
There was some
You'll-
mention on Telegraph before, but I'm not there, so I won't.
Yeah, but you're also probably asleep, so you know we'd have to wait. And Shaelune wants you now, so.
All right. So everyone comes back to your room, Shaelune, except Perunyia. After about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so.
Hi everyone, we're just waiting for the last two. While we're waiting, can everyone go through their stuff, and if there's anything you want sold today, please put it on the table.
I'm glad I'm not there now.
Yes. It takes a second for everyone to realize that Shaelune might be talking about, various sundry gemstones and the like that you may just have in your inventories that are pretty to look at but serve no purpose other than to be pretty to look at.
are we selling them for?
Or I have gemstones that also make golems, so I probably shouldn't sell the magical gemstones. Considering the last time I almost did sell a magical gemstone, so I'm wary of selling any of my gemstones. Also, they're pretty.
What are we selling our possessions for? Because I have very few, but
This broke.
What was that? You both were talking at once. What?
Now neither of them. They're both waiting for the other.
I was waiting.
I was waiting for you.
Yeah.
All right, Joy, go first.
Thank you. Why are we selling our possessions? Is it of great importance? Like, do we really need?
Yeah,
money?
we need money, and so if there's anything we don't need or want, we're gonna send Panamon to get a premium price for those items.
I have a an overcoat, and I just start like taking my coat off, but like I don't have any
No,
other possession.
No, then don't. You have nothing. Keep your coat, please.
I mean, if we need the money,
it's all right. It's all right. Just for those that do have stuff, please put it here.
Are we that broke though?
We're not broke.
Why don't we just like sell Rogelio and then he can just walk out and leave?
that's true. I have sold myself a few times in the past.
I have to say, as mother of a child, I would like to not sell my child if we have other options.
We're not selling Rogelio.
I'm just saying, he
Yes.
let someone measure his body and we got a ton of money.
That is true. We can go back to that person.
That was what you were doing? That's just weird. People
We
in
own-
Castaneda are weird. We need to get out of here, y'all. Something's weird.
It was
He
only
got
one
Shaelune a
person.
gift.
Yeah, it was only one time. It was one person. It didn't even. It's like it never
Alright.
happened. But we can go back
Alright.
to that person if we need money.
Oh, let's maybe not. But okay. So I'm merchanting and pawning today. That's fun. I should probably start making a list.
What's a spinel? Spinel?
It's a gemstone.
Okay.
It's just a semi-precious stone.
I'm moving all my stuff into the party sheet that I want him to sell.
I might have money if you just need it.
It seems we do need money.
All
Max
right.
is gonna pull out a baggie of covered coins. 250 to be exact. And just put them on the table.
Thank you. That's
I wish I had that much money.
very charitable. Hey, so here's a question. Am I just selling? Am I also acquiring things? Is
Yes.
this,
So
like-
we need to put together a list of things that we're going to need for our trip. So just so you guys know, this new development where Flamgesu is doing more evil things, so we need to get on the way sooner rather than later. So we're going to leave after Perunyia wins the last fight today. So in
when
the
does
meantime,
he find the time?
what?
He's already doing all the evil. When does he find the time?
I know. So what we need is, apparently Lex needs a pair of clothes. And I could use Panabon. So I need a strong trunk that will fit on the back of our ground ship. So that we can carry all of the items and books that we're going to need to take with us.
Well, on that note,
Am I buying books for you too?
No, I've got the books covered.
how many books?
I don't know yet.
Hey, all right. Hey, so Rogelio, then I'm gonna have a little job for you that is a side part of this shopping quest, because I don't know what else to call it. I'm going to need the dimensions of our ground ship so I know what kind of trunk I can get. And I will
I
actually have to
can-
purchase that. I won't have to steal that.
I can show you if we go downstairs in a little bit.
Great. We'll talk about that. But yeah, all right. So that's just one thing. I'll make a note, and I'm making notes. I'm also drawing a little cartoon, but also I'm making notes.
Also, Rogelio, does the ground ship have enough of whatever fuel it needs to get us to Lady Uskud's and then to Flanopafel?
What? How they have carry powered right now? It doesn't have enough, but I did find out that it can kind of steal some of my energy, and carry can run off that. So we can kind of semi bond in that way.
You won't run out of fuel, will you?
I haven't tried. But no, I don't believe so. Mine seems very ongoing. Carrie has a finite. They use the same crystals that they use to power the machine in the school.
All right. Lex, you know the Sun Star. Perhaps as an engineering company, perhaps they have some extra Nazorid that we could use for the trip. Perhaps you could see if they'd be willing to help us by donating some Nazorid for our trip.
I will do my best to acquire it.
I'll try the same with I keep thinking Uskun. Who's my mentor?
Nugazza Sonato.
Nugazza. Gosh, I can't go away for 2 weeks anymore. It's not allowed. So I'll try him because we should say goodbye anyway. Does anyone want to come with me to say goodbye to him?
I'll say goodbye.
All right. So you can come with me.
Oh.
And Panabon and Drew, you're probably our best to do the shopping and selling, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All
What do
right.
you need?
All right. Trying to think if there's anything. Does anyone else need anything else?
I'm planning on getting a second camel for Perunyia because that was such an enjoyable experience the first time. I'm sure they're not very pricey here in a non-desert land.
Right. Maybe also food.
So I've been thinking about that. They have this weird thing on the road where they have like little places you can stop for food. So I'm gonna look at water and dehydrators and stuff. So we have some stuff. But if space is at a premium, as I've been told, it might also help along the way there to stop and buy things, and also talk to the people as we get closer, so we know how much we're actually facing from a local perspective. Because the people at the map shop were like freaking out, so we had to like pretend we were going on our honeymoon, but they were like freaked out about us going to this location. So rumors are already there.
Actually,
Also, love you, Pookie Bear.
Love you too, darling.
all right. Well,
Is this the episode we break Daddy? Is it finally happened?
you did just give me an idea that not that kind of idea.
Yeah, I'm not getting married for real. I already have a child. I'm already doing this backwards, anyways. I'm not getting married for real.
If
Yeah,
we
I
could
don't want to.
actually something we could use Flint for is if we're getting the trunk, keep here, and I'm gonna jot down some supplies, like wheels and like some axle kind of stuff. We could, since we have the ground ship, we could probably rig a like cart to the back to pull it, so we have some more space to carry some stuff.
I have a question. With all this that we're doing, this is going to be super conspicuous. Have we considered a spell potentially that will make us look a little less conspicuous, or for a certain portion of the time, maybe invisible, so that we're not just sitting on a ground ship with a whole bunch of stuff that could be both attacked by bandits and also people that want to murder us? Potentially? Is anybody worried about that slightly, a little bit?
Are you suggesting an invisible boatmobile?
I'm just suggesting that maybe as we're crewing stuff, including large trunks to take on this voyage, that we also realize that a train had more places to go than a ground ship will have. So I'm just thinking ahead, knowing that old Flummy Boy is prone to sending people along the way for people they don't like.
I would imagine
You
that
could just look really
where the ground ship was where it was waiting for us to get it is probably a pretty exclusive or off the beaten path place, because like there aren't just ground ships laying around everywhere at this point, right?
There's a warehouse full of them.
Was that warehouse busy?
Yeah, there was a lot of people that worked there. Flint was there too.
Oh, okay. So why don't we
not tell you?
why don't we find a place? Why don't we find a place maybe just outside of town or on like the far side of the school or something that we can start to pack up and be a little more out of sight. I don't know that I have the ability to make objects invisible. I haven't really tested that yet.
Okay, I was just thinking out loud. It's not like I'm just very aware of how open roads can be, and like I'm just thinking ahead.
However,
Trying to, yeah.
I do. If you would feel more comfortable, maybe I could go shopping with you, so I could make you look more discreet.
Oh no, I'm not worried about discretion. It's fine. You go do what you're gonna do, and we'll go do. Probably Drew's gonna do more of the talking because I'm more of a body language type, so it'll be fine.
Well, let me look for a moment because there was something. The reason I wanted to get all of this stuff out is I learned a new spell that will let me distort the value so you can get more for it.
Yeah.
Where's Perunyia?
So glad I'm not there. I don't have to give up all my stuff.
When is Perunyia's has Perunyia gone? We're not missing Perunyia's fight. We really are the world's worst managers, y'all. Like we're not doing a good job. Are we missing Perunyia's fight right now? Is it like
No,
was it like
no,
an
it was a
dark
couple
party?
Flint. She went to go get Flint.
Is Flint staying at this hotel?
Not this one.
Oh, that's probably. Out of character, do they have? Because they have. They do have like a proto telephone in this time, or is it just a telegraph, or is it?
Not every. So there's not every building is wired up. Major buildings will probably have something if they can afford it, and then there are like it's like a telegraph, like a station where you can go and send, and then someone can go and check.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. So, Perunyia might be a while. But yeah. But maybe they'll be back shortly. Who knows?
I like how Shaelune is like, I have a spell that will let us crime easier.
By the way, sidebar, Danny.
Let's do fraud.
I don't know. Sidebar, Danny. I don't know which of the gems I currently have in my possession are magic and which aren't. So I don't know which gems I should be keeping that can make golems, and which gems are just pretty things that I have in my inventory.
It's not like you have a
just
mage
guess.
you could ask.
Yes.
No, just guess.
No, because the last time I tried to sell one of them to get something from the witch in the oasis, everybody was like, "Why would you sell that gem?" So I don't want to go through that again. I don't need the judgments. Thank you. I guess I probably shouldn't sell the bloodstone. That sounds like it's magic.
Danny, I'm using 5 spell slots to cast Distort Value on my gemstones that are in there.
Okay.
How long does that last?
8 hours.
That's why you want to leave today. Good. I see now.
I have this planned.
So would you all
Okay.
like to see the ground ship or take your measurements or do whatever it is that is the only
I'm
thing
okay
I
with
knew
that.
that I was supposed to report on yesterday. This was my whole job, so
I do want to reinforce calling it ground ship is weird. It doesn't have sails, but
oh, his name is
know.
Carrie.
Okay, that's great. The
Carrie
no
Big
sail thing
Lots.
kind of bothered. Aw, that's nice.
Carry big lots. I'm dying.
Carry big lots. That's nice. I like that.
Hmm. He's a nice guy. He rides for peace.
Oh, good. That's Wow, that's going to be really sad considering how much war we get involved in. But yeah,
As long as other
good for Carrie.
machines don't get broken in the war. I made sure that we told that story correctly.
Probably don't tell Carrie about the thing that happened to the train, because like we destroyed, like half a train was destroyed when we were on it. So maybe don't mention that part to Carrie.
We never have to mention that to Carrie.
Yeah, don't have to mention that. It's fine. No, nobody talk about what happened on the train.
Where is Perunyia?
Just in case.
I haven't seen her this morning.
Yeah, no.
I've seen her. I'll send her to get Flint.
By the way, if you take a breakfast from a room that's not yours, there's this weird green mushy fruit thing on it. It's not as good as plums.
Why are we stealing breakfasts?
Well, I mean, they're just leaving it outside of doors. I don't know what they think is going to happen if they just leave it outside someone's door.
I know, that's what room service is.
Well, it's fine. They'll just deliver more food. It's fine.
Wait a minute. So your spell can make people think that something is worth more than it really is?
Yeah, it's one of the new ones I learned at the university.
When it wears off, will they know that somebody scammed them?
I mean, if they look at it again, they'll see that it was, it is not the same value, that they thought it was, but that sounds like an honest mistake to me, and we will be several hours by ground ship away.
So you should sell them disguised.
That is my question, because if we somehow get stuck here, and then they realize that I sold them gems, that I got more money for these gems than I was supposed to, then I'm the one that's going to be in trouble.
Well, can you make yourself look different? Can you disguise yourself?
I can, if you want me to come. I'm sorry, Jamie.
That is a complicated question that has a complicated answer. I'm just going to say no.
So what if Lex goes with you, and then you can tell Lex what to say, because Lex isn't as good with their words as maybe you are.
I'm good with words.
No, I don't mind going by myself. I just want to make sure that you're willing to use some of this money that I get for you to bail me out of jail if I get caught.
I'll just break you out if we end up in jail.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just, don't worry about jail. Jail's not important. There's no.
Tell you what, because I haven't chosen all my spells yet. Bear with me a second.
Should I keep the bloodstones? Dan, you're the bloodstones magic. They do have the word blood in them. I can't remember.
You have a mage!
You're busy. You're talking about other things.
The bloodstones are not the ones you took from the eyes.
Okay. I'm gonna keep them.
Maybe you guys could pay regular price on like a disguise kit, and then do the thing, and then do all the shady stuff.
I mean, as long as I'm not going to sit in jail while you guys go off and have an adventure, I'm fine with it. As long as we can be gone.
You're
not
part
sit in jail.
Yeah, you're part of the team.
I've been in jail before, and it is not pleasant.
I know personally that Panabon would spring people from jail.
Okay. Then I'm fine doing your crime-free. I'm sorry, fraud.
I'm uncomfortable.
Where did I get this dragon's tooth from? You just hear Panabon say that out loud as they're digging through their
what?
bag.
What? How did you get a dragon's tooth?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
All right, that's it.
This dragon's tooth from?
Put everything on the table. I'm gonna go ahead and use my one ability to use a ritual spell as regular casting time for the day. You're muted, Danny.
That is literally your dagger.
It just says dragon's tooth, so I thought it was just like a random dragon's tooth I had in my inventory. I'm like, why do I have this? I guess
I swear to God, if I find a finger in there.
No, the finger's gone. It was buried in the desert. There's no finger. We're getting off topic. Why are we making this a moratorium on me?
All right.
I guess we can try to sell the measuring device that nearly killed you.
I'm gonna do a TSA search on Panabon while having identify cast.
Oh, I have 3 turquoise. Why do I have so many turquoise? What do I have all that turquoise for? Lord. Welcome to the shopping episode, everyone. I have so much turquoise and I don't know why.
It's not even the shopping episode. But
well, it is now apparently.
So with that, as this group starts to like put everything together and try to figure it all out, we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Ooh.
And then when we get back, we'll see what happened to Perunyia.
All right, we'll be right back.
Yes, keep all our stuff. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, that is not a pleasant color.
So while the others are getting their stuff together, Perunyia has arrived at the hotel that Flint had stated that he was staying in. Had taken the SkyTrain to get there, and thinking that kind of now you're in a bit of a rush because it is you feel like you're not going to have enough time, probably not enough time to get back and like sit down and talk with everybody, but maybe even running late for your meeting time. But you've arrived at the Autumn Mantle, which is a hotel in Coldcrest, and
I will go up to the lobby and the front desk and ask for the number to Flint's room.
oh, well, we don't actually give out our patron information, privacy concerns, and the like. If you'd like, we could send a message.
Yes. It's a bit urgent as I'm on a time crunch. Could you send somebody up there now?
Certainly could.
And just let him know that I'm in the lobby?
Yes, excellent. And the clerk turns away and kind of goes to the back for a second and comes back out. They will pass on the message now. So if you want to wait or whatever, you can wait in the lobby here.
Sure.
A few moments later, upstairs in your bedroom, Flint, you hear a knock on the door.
Give me a minute. And he's packing his stuff. I guess he was himself getting ready to be on his way to the arena to fight because that's about that time.
Yeah, your minder, Clement, Clement Shenias was coming to get you, probably around 9 or so.
All right. So, and it's what time is it now?
Now it's probably a little after 8.
Okay. So anyway, he goes and opens the door. Yeah. What is it?
Yes. There is an individual who is wishing to speak with you downstairs. It is a dragonborn.
Okay. I'll be right there.
Okay, very good. And then he leaves, allowing you to.
He leaves his stuff over there and he closes the door and locks it and walks downstairs.
And you see Flint entering the downstairs area, Perunyia.
Perunyia's been pacing like up and down, mindful that she is running late at this point.
Same. Wine. Dwayne. There you go.
Zane, actually, but like
It's
Dwayne
Zane.
is
Oh,
cool.
I'm so
too.
yeah. It's like yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's fine.
Dragonborn writings confuse me a little bit. Anyway, what can I do for you? Are you okay? What are you not?
Yeah. This isn't super private place. Would you like to go on a walk outside with me as I look around at the front desk clerks?
I mean, we can also just go back up in my room if you want to
Sure.
talk. It's probably more like private than the street.
Oh, we could do that too. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, let's go. And he guides her back to his room where his bag is packed and his stuff, his armor is on the rack and ready to go.
I have an odd question for you. Did
Yeah.
did Shaelune already invite you to accompany us to Lady Uskin's house?
Uh, yes, she did. I told her
Okay.
that I needed to reflect on that. Um,
Okay. Okay. So she like sent me to come get you because we are probably gonna leave tonight. After the
oh,
fight. Um, and looking at the time, like I probably need to get going back, and you are probably headed to your fight. So like I don't actually expect you to come with me right now because I don't think Shaelune had like quite thought the timing implications through. I mean, neither did I, to be fair. But um it seems like she expects you to come with us, number one, and then number two, I guess, do you want it?
I mean, yeah, I kind of do, but there's things that are holding me back, if you will. There's like there talking with her was an entire conversation that did include something else. Taking care of if I wouldn't join you, I would be taking care of something for her, and I think combining that with the job offer I got for from Migatsu, I think I will stick around here for a while. I will still be traveling for fights and stuff, but I won't. I don't think right now I can come with you on the road. Doesn't mean that I don't want to help you in the future. If you can get a hold of me, I'll do best I can to come over. But
Hey,
yeah,
no, I completely understand. Obviously, you've got your whole like life that you're dealing with. I do feel like I need to tell you something because I don't think we've had the opportunity to talk about this yet with you. Um, but the reason that we need to go to Lady Uskins is because we are trying to get resources so we can confront confront Flamgesu. And we've got reason to believe that there is going to be a ritual happening with magic items that he's been storing away. And we don't know what he's intending to do with it, but if we understood anything from what happened with Misgro and the ritual that we were able to stop, that it's probably pretty big and pretty bad. And we don't know exactly on the time scale of what's going to happen, but all roads seem to lead back to Flinopafel for us. So if you are not able to join us to Lady Uskins, that's where we'll be afterwards. And if you're able to join us or you happen to be in Palacune, absolutely we'd always appreciate your help, but understand that you've got your own missions to attend to, your own kind of stuff. And like I think the reason why Shaelune invited you is because you're really capable and
well,
we
thank you.
trust you.
I trust you too, and you're all so much more capable than I am in your respective field.
Come
Of
on
course.
now. You did pretty well, Flint. Come on now. No false humility with me.
All right, fair enough. But of course, like part of the things that I'm going to be taking care of from her is some of the items you guys picked up last time we did this. So keeping them apart is probably a good idea from you guys for now. But of course, if you find out where this is happening, and you manage to let me know, I will do my best to be there. I just don't think that. Yeah, I can be on the road with you right now.
And like that absolutely makes sense. Um, so if you do end up in Palacune, here's the name of my parents and where they live. Um, and you could always get in touch with me via my brother, who I don't think is still with them. Um, but that
Okay.
would be a good way to get in touch.
Okay. And he folds that. I guess she gave him a note with the name of her parents.
Yes, and
He folds
where
it
they
and
live. Yes.
yeah, folds it and puts it like in a like not in full side pocket of his bag. Like I sure will. And I'd like I thought I would have more time to build a better explanation in my head. I wasn't aware you guys were going to leave as soon as the fights were over. And he looks at his bracers that has a clock on it, and he's like,
Yeah, we
yeah,
should
my
go.
you should go. What
Yes.
is your handler like waiting for you at your hotel? Like,
Uh,
mine is going to be here in about like 45 minutes.
yeah, mine's supposed to be there
Why are
around 9 o'clock, so I gotta go.
All right. Well, we'll see each other at the fights, and I'd like a chance if you are all leaving tonight. I'd like a chance after that to at least wish you goodbye and give my explanation to Shaelune myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
because also part of me coming here is to tell you that Shaelune wants to talk to you. Of course, the rest is between you and I as
Oh, okay. Yeah.
friends.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't do much for her right now because we got our thing. But after that, if I'm not too beaten up, uh,
Same.
I don't mind like brainstorming or like fixing something for her or the group. If you're planning on leaving today, though, that's not giving me a lot of time.
No, I totally understand and agree. And we should probably get going.
Probably, and according to last time, keep your serious gear close to you during the fight, just in case somebody else is gonna try something again.
Ugh, for real. Yeah, I will for sure.
I'm keeping my real fighting bracers nearby and my armor powered up during the fight, just in case something fishy happens again.
Ugh, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to take my sword into the arena for sure, but I'll
Well,
make sure that my pack is close by.
good idea.
And with that, she looks super hurried down at his clock. And says, "Okay, I gotta go. Bye."
Yeah, run.
All right. As you leave and make your way to the SkyTrain and head back, for Flint, several moments pass and you meet your handler, Clement, down in the lobby and uh, to head to the Island Assemblage, the High Assemblage building. Meanwhile, Perunyia, you go back to the hotel, and as you get there, you're sure that you're, if anything, you're probably a few minutes late. And as you arrive, you
Right.
do see Phoebe in the lobby. As you walk in from outside, she's like looking at her wrist where she does have a small watch, and then she sees you come in. Oh, good. They said
Sorry about
that
that. Sorry. Yeah,
um, are you ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Okay. Is any? Where's everyone else?
Oh, I'll leave a note for them at the lobby. They can go run it up. And so I ask the front desk person to please run up to Shaylune's room, the location of the fight, because I know they won't remember that where we're at, and what time the fight starts, because again, they won't remember any of that.
Okay. So we get there. Oh, it doesn't start at 10. The fight itself starts at 11.
Thank God.
You just need to be there at 10.
Yes.
Just so they don't get there early or whatever. Okay. Um, yes. Good. Good. Okay. No good. And let's go. And
Okay.
with that, she turns and heads out with you. Oh goodness, I'm really excited. The fight today is going to be at the High Assemblage, um, which is the main governance building for Ireland. The chambers are there. I don't think the fight's going to be in the chambers. I don't think there's enough room in the chambers. Like there's room, like, but it's for like people pacing. It's not really enough room for.
Is it indoors or outdoors?
It's going to be indoors. It's going to be in the Chamber of Honors, which is where like when I guess when people in the military get like really high honors or something, that's where they give them like their medals and stuff. And so
Okay, well, that seems like an unfair advantage since she's probably received a bunch of medals before, hasn't she?
maybe probably yeah,
Mhm.
she's probably got a bunch, and probably gotten them from the High Assembly. But there's more room there because they can move out the chairs. Like usually a lot of like really important people come and they put out chairs for everyone to sit down or whatever. I've been like to one thing before. It's like a cousin's nephew or something. But anyway, um, yeah. So this will be exciting, and she just kind of talks your ear off about it. All the way
And
there.
Perunya's like kind of okay with that because she's only like half listening. The other half of her is trying to like get into the zone for the fight.
Um, you exit the SkyTrain um, in that part of Castanede. I don't know why. Like I remember all of the parts of the city, but I can never remember what I named that district. I don't know what it is. I just
It was the expensive one. I remember that.
it's well yeah it's like it's the district for the government. Sunny Peak, oh my goodness, like I remember every other part like Silver Yard, Cold Crest, East Home. Sunny Peak, for some reason I just can't. So you exit the SkyTrain in Sunny Peak, and make your way. There's definitely a lot of people. It's the busiest you've kind of seen this area of the city since you've been here, and you know it just really has to do with the fight. There's a lot of uniformed military that are entering the building as well. You're not super familiar with how Einaland's uniforms work, but but you are familiar with generally people with a lot of like bright shiny stuff. The more bright shiny stuff on them, probably like the more important they are somehow in their military structure. And these folks have all the bright and shinies. Probably a lot of the bright and shinies are just ostentatious like stuff that people got just for being present somewhere. That happens a lot, but nevertheless, a lot of bright and shinies. A lot of just sort of normal folk too, folk coming to see the fight. And as you make your way inside, the building itself is it's got this sort of old Victorian Gothic architecture to it. It's very clean. It's like they have managed to keep the stone uh, from any sort of what's the word? Not corrosion, but um, you know when copper kind of turns green,
Okay.
that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Any sort of aging, it's very pristine. The building is. The windows are very clean. They're very tall, so you can kind of see into the hallways and the main entry area with the various stairwells. But you enter, and she kind of most of the people are kind of funneling directly in through the building into whatever the main room that lies on the other side is. But she kind of peels you off to the side, and you feel like you're kind of moving around the back. There's a lot of offices. The furniture is just really really solid, really expensive looking wood furniture everywhere. Nothing super ostentatious. Um, just sort of just this old classic style of furniture. And she takes you back, and eventually you kind of come around, and you can see now from this angle into the room, and there, it's a huge room, huge space. There is definitely an area set aside for you to kind of walk in towards the center where they've set up a ring of sorts. And I mean, fights had a lot of people at them. The very first fights, maybe 100, 200. At the garden, maybe 500. You think there may be a couple thousand people in this room that you're looking into, all just kind of gathering about. And as you're looking, and Phoebe's just kind of standing there, kind of wide-eyed as well. Have you performed for an audience that large? Comes a collected voice from behind.
Not to date. Not to date. But apparently today's my day. And I turn smiling.
You turn to see Vivian. The woman is standing in. She's got her uniform on. However, it's kind of stripped of any of the bright and shinies. And she looks and says, "You've been doing really well in your fights, undefeated to this point."
Same, Lady Vivian. And frankly, I'm honored to be entering the ring with somebody with as much experience as yourself.
I wouldn't put too much value on my ascension to this point of the tournament. I did fairly buy my way into the brackets. And by that, she means, of course, she had a buy like on the first 3 days.
Right, but you earned that buy through your many accolades. So, thank you, but I will not be lulled into complacency.
Well, it's always a little bit anxiety inducing when there's this many people watching. And I don't know what expectations they have of you, but they certainly have many of me.
Yeah, I at least have no expectations other than coming in and having a good time today. So I will let the crowd and enjoy, and hopefully we can give them somewhat of a fight today.
Certainly. Well, best of luck. Best of
And same to you, Lady Vivian.
yes, and also skill. Luck generally has little to do with these things. But half an hour, so yes, I'll leave you to it. And she steps away to allow you to do whatever warm-up routines you have. And while I had hoped to actually get to this and complete this today, we are just about at our 10:30 stopping point at the end of our weekend-long streamathon. I believe there was a drawing.
Yeah, but people have been throwing subs and stuff in the past like minute and a half, so I'm gonna need a minute. So stop.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah. For the rest of you that were in the room, who is going to Perunyia's fight?
I was actually
Me.
going to ask who was going to support Perunyia because I didn't want her to be alone.
Rogelio and
I'm a
Let.
man.
I was gonna ask if I have time to get to the library and then to the match. Is there enough time?
Not enough time to do anything of substance, because once you've kind of like have finished with everybody, but you could
I just want to go
You'd
there
have-
and pick up books.
You'd have enough time to pick up a few books.
Okay.
But then make it to the fight. So then Panabon and Drew will be headed.
Oh, we
Uh-oh.
lost Alex.
Alex said they had an internet glitch.
Oh no.
Are we weird, or can I still talk? Because I do have something.
We look weird, but I can fix it. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Okay. So, Danny, something I want to do at some point is while Drew and I are out, I want to stop by Stray K Industries, I guess. I always forget the name, so I apologize. You make great names, and I forget them immediately.
Me too.
And I want to. I don't have any excuse. I'm just too lazy to write anything down. But I want to get a note to Callus so Callus gets advance warning on us potentially leaving, so that Callus can prepare anything that needs to be prepared.
God damn it, arrow operator. Can you just give me time? What?
No, we love it. Keep doing it. Mess with Thomas. Make him cranky.
Isn't Thomas bringing you ice cream? Do you want to really mess with the person bringing you ice cream?
I mean,
For this?
the subs are paying for that ice cream.
Okay. Then mess away.
I mean, I think he just really wants the dice.
He wants the dice and he wants to get to a next level hype train.
Oh, okay.
They're great dice. I'm very impressed by them.
I mean, so how do I do this? I do this by, doing that.
I would like to say really quick, whoever wins, and if you have won other prizes from other games, please expect a message from me either on Twitch or on Discord. If I know you on Discord, I will bother you there. If not, you will get a Twitch message from me. If you
There.
don't get one, then you need to message me, please.
There, I'm done.
Ah,
I just bought myself a bunch of nat 20s.
Nice.
Those are all
Oh,
for
no!
you.
Wait a minute. Because I'll buy a bunch of nat 20s too if we're allowed to do
so
that.
hold on. So wait a minute. What is it? I mean, I think I just got everyone else a nat 20. How's that sound?
Yay!
Fine.
So while all this chaos is happening, I will remind people to continue to keep in touch with us here at Realm Alternates, to watch our streams, but join us on social media. We're a community. We're, not just a bunch of people stream together. We're a community. So like this week, tomorrow, Paranormal Albany is taking the week off. There's a little bit of a sickness, so no Paranormal Albany this week. Tuesday night, don't forget Shadowcasters Network. I don't think we're quite done with Chicago missions, and I don't know where we're going after Chicago missions, but I'm pretty sure we're still doing Chicago missions.
It's on YouTube now.
Yeah, it's on the Shadowcasters Network on YouTube, but I'm still doing promos for it.
Yeah.
To let people know. This Wednesday is Power Rangers Centurion, and that will be here on twitch.tv/masterofrem, which you are watching, and you can see Isabits as Jules, the Blue Ranger. Thursday night is Gen Con TV and Rules of Cool, which has been super illuminating. Some of those interviews, I've learned stuff that I just had no idea about. It was my first time learning about Delta Green, for instance, which is really cool. Friday is Well the Worlds with Mobius Worlds Publishing. Again, Isabet's playing a character in that. Especially Mobius Worlds Publishing if you love Prowlers and Paragons, or I think it's called Isekai.
Isekai Portal Fantasy, yep.
Portal, yeah. I believe Well of the Worlds, the campaign they're playing is kind of to get people hyped up for the Kickstarter. They're doing a Kickstarter with us or something like that for Mobius Worlds.
Yep.
Yeah. So get familiar with that because it's super cool because everybody loves Parallels and Paragons. If you have ideas for shows, like if you've ever wanted to try GMing, if you want to be a player, we do have some open spots, and we do have a form in the Discord. If you come to the Discord and be like, "Hey, I want to play or GM this," like, let us know what you want to be a part of, because we do have some openings. And like, I don't know about anyone else, I may not be able to be in the stream, but being able to stream 7 nights a week and have stuff going on that people can be a part of and learn from is really cool. If you want to do something kind of indie and a little smaller, or something that you're not sure about, we also have the Alternia Archives. A new episode drops every Friday morning. Right now, we're in the middle of Original Box Set's Deadlands campaign from a couple years back, and it's been a really cool introduction into Deadlands and Weird Wild West. So yeah, there's always stuff going on. Come be a part of things. The Streamathon is not just a celebration; it's also the beginning of year 3 to 4. Which is really cool. So yeah. Also, Sin, thanks you for the amazing dice. They do look incredible, and
They're gorgeous.
yes.
All right, with that, who's our winner?
Our winner is DJ Patterson 54.
Yeah.
Is that Danny? Is that one
No,
of Danny's
it's-
names?
No, it's not at all. It's just not anyone who like dropped 5 billion subs and chip and dips and ads.
We use a randomizer tool, we promise.
Yes, we do. We do. It's
I
random
love it.
random.org. That's
Can you send me that name, Thomas?
I will send you that name right now.
Awesome. Well, and I know we have some people that need to jump off here, so thank you all so much. We'll be back next week with more Like Clockwork. Or wait, I did that wrong. Danny?
We'll see everybody right back here for another session of this game. We'll see you next week, Like Clockwork.
Good night, everybody.